So, of studies written by Francis Bacon, and we have got the introductory idea that Francis Bacon is an essayist, and he has written many essays based on his experience of his political career, his career as a philosophy, and his career of a pioneer of scientific study at the time when Francis Bacon was born. So this essay is not an exception as well. Here we will be watching what are the benefits of study, in which way we should study, and what are the lackings or challenges of study. Everything he has written in short, because it is an essay. Essay will be shorter. You will not have so many words. Okay. So study serves for delights, for ornament, and for ability. The first word of this essay. Okay. So that means, what is the benefit of study or benefits of study? Francis Bacon says the first benefit of study, that you make this study will make you happy. If you read a thing, you have said that yes, I have learned the book. What is told in that book, I have learned that. So the first thing is that delight. You will be happy after reading or studying a thing. And the ornament, and for ornament, that means getting yourself decorated with knowledge. That is the ornamental quality. Knowledge of what? That means when you will be speaking, if we put reference from other texts, it means that you have a vast reading. So that is the ornaments of knowledge. And for ability. Ability means ability to what? Ability to carry weight? No. Ability to face the challenge of your life. What is the challenge? How to deal with your parents, how to deal with the students, how to deal with the other, how to deal with officers, how to deal in your practical life. These are the ability. If anybody comes to you and starts with you without cause, what will you answer? That is your ability. So you will study how you can maintain your mentality. That is the study. So that kind of abilities will be achieved through studies. The chief use of delight is in privateness and retiring, where and which way you will be reading. If you read over here, other friend will say, oh, what are you reading? Other friend will say, what are you reading? So you have to select the time when you will be reading. In that case, all the benefits will be achieved from studies if we study in seclusion in solitary places. Solitary places, you can concentrate a subject. What you are reading, there will be no other sound. Still, the sound of this fan starts disturbing your concentration. So, in privateness and deterring. For ornament is in discourse. Discourse means several kinds of speeches. So, if we study lots of things, whenever you will start talking a thing, other will say, oh yeah, everything we will be looking at you. Oh, so many information the person has. Okay. So that is for discourse. And for ability is in the judgment and disposition of business. Ability not only to how to play cricket, ability to face the challenge of your day-to-day life, including education and business as well. Okay, so that is the ability. For expert man can execute. I know many things, but I can't do anything. I know how to drive a car, but I can't drive a car. আমি জানি steering এদিকে করলে এদিকে পারি যাবে, এদিকে করলে এদিকে ধরে থাকবে এদিকে। Everybody knows it, but I can't execute. But if you start, then you can. Expert man you could be. Perhaps judge of particulars one by one, but the general counsels and the plots and the marshalling of affairs come first from those that are learned. So every kind of ability you have to learn. Learn through what? Learn through study. And also to spend too much time in studies is sloth. Okay. This is challenge. Up to this, he said that studies is very important. Reading is very important. Here he said that যদি বেশি মানুষ পড়ালেখা করে তাহলে সে কুড়ে হয়ে যায়. To spend too much time in studies in sloth. To use them too much for ornament is affectation. Okay. Affectation of what? So he has learned so many things that when he starts speaking, what he is speaking, he is nowhere. He started from Bangladesh and went to Europe. Okay. So that is the affectation. To make judgment holy by their rules is the humor of a scholar. Okay. So that means not to study too much. That is also come from Francis Bacon. Why? The perfect nature and they are perfected by experience. For natural abilities are like natural plants. Okay. So abilities what you will gain, it can be compared with the natural plants, and they need pruning by study. So your ability can be, every human being has a brain, isn't it? And the power of the brain can be compared to more than 10 million computers' brain. That computer has a brain, but every human's brain has an ability. Okay. Suppose when if you study so many things, if you study so many branches, okay, so what is needed you should study. So here Francis Bacon say that it can be compared with a natural plant, in which way even a plant is cared properly, the plant will give you fruits. Okay. And the net pruning by study, and studies themselves do give forth direction too much at large, except they be bounded in by experience. So you have to be careful in which way you will be studying. Okay. Why? Because crafty man contempt starts. There are many clever persons. They said, oh, it's not necessary to study. They will say. Simple men admire them. Simple man, oh, study, oh, that's very good. Okay. But he will not study. Crafty man also will not study. Wise men use them. Okay. So we have got two kinds of information. Previously he said it is very much beneficial. Next time we have said that he said that there are some challenges of study, in which way you should study or where should we study. And then he gave his prescription that several kinds of person are there. Some clever person, they say no, you will not study. কারণ যতই পড়িবে ততই জানিবে, আর যতই জানিবে ততই অমান্য করিবে। কার কথা? হীরক রাজার দেশে। হীরক রাজা বলছিল যে তাদের দেশের স্কুল বন্ধ, কেন? যে সবাইকে। So these are the examples of clever person. They said that if they know anything, because the clever person can execute their brain and they can utilize, they can make the other people fool by their brain. So they said other people, oh, not necessary to do that. Okay. And simple men, they will simply say, oh, this is a good book. Okay, that's all. That he will not study. And the wise men use them. Wise men will read and use the knowledge in his or her practical life. For they teach not their own use, but that is wisdom without them, and above them owned by observation. Say, so the wise men will read the book, and after reading the book, they will observe in their practical life and applying his experience in reading and applying his experience in practical life. The wise man will utilize that knowledge. So, in which way we should read? That means we should read the book, and also we should read and learn from our practical experience. And if you can do that, if we make these two things together, that means reading book and also watching the practical day-to-day life, that would be the activity of the wise man. Okay. Read not to contradict or confute. কিভাবে পড়বেন? Not to contradict. Contradict means give opposite opinion. Okay, so you have read something and you are giving, that means I have read this, this is not like that. Okay, and also confute. Confute means to make counterpoint in every place. Okay, this is not to believe nor for take granted. And কোনো কিছু পড়েই সেটা আবার কি করা যাবে না, বিশ্বাস করা যাবে না. Nor for take granted, not to find talk or discourse. So not only to, that means why I am reading this? I am reading this that I want to be an orator. আমি একটা ভালো বক্তৃতা দিতে চাই, এই জন্যই আমি এটা পড়ছি. No, but to weigh and consider. Weigh means take weight. Weight মানে হলো ওজন করা. Weight মানে কি ওজন, আর weight এর ভাগ হলো কি weigh. WHEIGH. কিটা বাদলে সেটা কি হয়ে যায়? ওজন করা. That means he said that you have to study to weigh, that means to make weight, and to consider. That means after reading a text you have to understand that what actually is told in this book, and you have to judge with the help of your experience and knowledge, and that would be the practical study. And if it is so that you can make it in your make it beneficial in your practical life. Okay. Some books are to be tested. What books? Okay, how many? Once upon a time, a scholar says that I have read all the books in the university library. One person said. Not only that, he said that all the pencils underlined, I have underlined the book, I have written with my pencil. So wherever in those books you will see the pencil line, I have read this. So that he said much earlier. At present, every day, every month, so many books are published in Bangladesh and all over the world, that if anybody say that yes, I want to read only the writings of Shamsul Rahman, যদি বাংলা কবিদের বইগুলো যদি আমরা পড়তে চাই তাহলে অনেক সময় লেগে যায়। এই জন্য ফ্রান্সিস ব্যাকন সেড কোন বইগুলো পড়তে হবে? Some books are to be tested. Tested মানে কি? After making a curry means তরকারি রান্না করার পর আমরা কিছু some books are কিছু বই এভাবে পড়তে হবে। Some books are to be tested. সেটা কিভাবে? বইয়ের শুধু পৃষ্ঠা উল্টে কন্টেন্ট দেখে বই পড়া হয়। So that some books are to be tested. Others to be swallowed. মানে শুধু কন্টেন্ট পড়তে হবে না, সেই কন্টেন্টের মধ্যে কিছু জায়গা একদম ভালো করে পড়ে একদম ফিল্টার করতে হবে। So some are to be swallowed and some few to be chewed and digested. So it is the activity of the wise man that which book you will read. If you can judge a book, then you are a wise man. Okay. So that is the kinds of books, and actually in case of explanation and some from every essay written by Francis Bacon, some quotation are there. It is one of the quotation of this essay that some books are to be tested, other to be chewed and swallowed, and other to be chewed and digested. So you have to determine the quality of the book. That is, some books are to be read only the parts, others to be read not curiously, and some few to be read wholly and with diligence and attention. So these are the qualities of reading, in which way you will be reading. Some books also may be read by deputy. Okay. Deputy means একজনকে বলে দিলা যে বইটা পড়ে বলো তো কি হয়েছে আমার, মানে নিজে পড়ার দরকার নেই। An extract made of them by others, but they would be only in the less important arguments and the meaner sort of books, else distilled books are like common distilled water and flashy things. Distilled water, you know, distilled water, আমরা ছেঁকে বিশুদ্ধ পানি যেরকম, some books are like that. They are distilled. That means you can't read this book with the help of your deputy. ম্যানেজারকে বললা যে বইটা পড়ে আমাকে জানাও কি আছে বইটার মধ্যে। No, they are the book especially based on knowledge, and you have to find out that distilled book, and you have to chew that, and you have to digest that. Okay, these are the books. Another quotation: reading make a fool man. Without reading a man can be. ওই গল্পটা আমরা জানি না যে মাঝি তুমি কি সাঁতার জানো, বাবু তুমি কি সাঁতার জানো, তাহলে তো তোমার পুরো জীবনের 16 আনাই মিথ্যে বৃত্তি। So just like that, without reading a man, a scholar cannot have a complete life. He will have a life without man. Okay. So reading make a full man. Conference a ready man, and writing an exact man. Conference, that means if you attend several conferences, you will exactly getting the knowledge. So there are some benefits of conference, there are some benefits of writing, and there are benefits of reading. So reading will make you a complete man. Okay, so you will be getting knowledge of every field of your life. So in that sense, reading will make you a complete man. And therefore a man write little, he have a great memory. If he confer little, he have a present wit. If he read a little, he need a much cunning to seem to know that he doth not. So in order to achieve these qualities, you have to attain this one. If anybody can fulfill his knowledge, he should exercise his memory, he should write. Okay. If anybody want to use other things, then he has to use the other fields of writing. So কেউ যদি মেমোরিটাকে শার্প করতে হয় তাহলে সে কি করবে? তাকে অনেক কিছু লিখতে হবে। Why? Because one time writing is equal to 10 times reading. যদি কেউ অনেকে মুখস্থ করে না যে একটা জিনিস পড়ছে, কিন্তু কেউ কি করে সেই জিনিসটা একবার প্রথম থেকে শেষ পর্যন্ত লেখে, তার মানে one time writing is equal to 10 times reading. So if anybody needs to memorize something, just write them, then your memory will be. And if anybody can imagine something, কোনো কিছু যদি কল্পনা করতে না পারে তাহলে কি করতে হবে? You have to increase the reading. Okay. And if he did little, and he had much cunning to seem to know that he doth not. And for this reason, reading, writing, and other thing, that is conferencing, all are necessary for improving human knowledge. So in this way, this reading, conference, and writing will make a full man. History makes a man wise. What is the benefits of history? What is the benefits of history? Jidan, look at the screen, please. History makes man. Look at the screen. Sit down. History make man wise. Poets, and mathematics, sharper is sukho gyan jare. Starting with Shikho, Tigno. Natural philosophy, if you study natural philosophy, your knowledge will be deep. Moral grade, deep and moral grade, logic and rhetoric, able to contain. So philosophy will make you morally, logically, and rhetorically deep, and your idea will be deep if we study philosophy. That is written in other quotation. Nay, there is no stone, obstacle, or implement in the wit, but may be wrought out by fit studies. Like all diseases of the body may have appropriate exercise. In case of reading, he said that human mind will have several kind of diseases. Just like that human body will have several kind of disease. If you have headache, then you can purchase a medicine and you can take this. If you have pain in your shoulder, you can have different medicine and different prescription and different treatment. In such a way, the human mind will have several disease, and all disease will get treatment by by reading. Okay, by reading books. If you can't think little, so if you study the mathematics. If you want to be a man of wise, then you have to study history. So what is your lackings? Found out the lackings and found out the books that are helpful for your lackings. That means the lackings of your mind or knowledge. Okay. So bowling, bowling is good for the stone and rings. Shooting, okay, shooting for the lung and also breast. Gentle walking is for stomach, যেটাকে আমরা জগিং বলি. রাইডিং ইজ ফর হেড. রাইডিং মানে কি? ঘোড়ায় চড়া, বাইসাইকেলে চড়া, মোটরসাইকেলে চড়া, গাড়িতে চড়া. এটা যদি করেন তাহলে কি হবে? আপনার মাথা মানে আপনি কনসেন্ট্রেট করতে পারবেন অ্যান্ড দ্য লাইক. দ্যাট মিনস in order to activate the function of your body parts, কিভাবে মাথা ভালো করবেন, কিভাবে আপনার স্টোমাক ভালো রাখবেন, কিভাবে আপনি ভালো আপনার ফুসফুস ভালো রাখবেন, সবগুলো করার জন্য ডিফারেন্ট ব্যায়াম আছে, isn't it? Several kind of exercise are there. In the same way, every mental feelings or mental lackings, মনের যে খোরাকগুলো সেগুলো পূরণ করার জন্য কি আছে? Different books are there. Okay. And so, if a man's will be wandering, let him study mathematics. যদি কেউ মন কোনো জায়গায় দেখেন, তখন তাকে কি করতে বলা হচ্ছে? স্টাডি দ্য ম্যাথমেটিক্স. তখন কি করতে হবে? ম্যাথমেটিক্স করতে হবে. প্র্যাকটিস করতে হবে. For the demonstration, if he is weak, be called away, never so little, he must begin it. And for the demonstration, he has to, or he or she has to do it again and again. Okay, so these are the way you can improve your ability. Our essay started with what? It started sharp or delight and ability. Delight, ornament and ability. Next time he is explaining in which way you are getting ability in this stanza. If we be not apt to distinguish, to found difference, let him study the schoolman. What is the wit? And distinguish will find the difference. He can't make a difference between discipline or other things. Then he said that he study the schoolman. Schoolman means school boys and others. For their Kamini sectors, it is the British version of human cell. It is essentially adding mechanical parts of something like adding motor. In case of schooling, in case of school goers, one thing is that school যে কয়টায় শুরু থাকে সেই কয়টায় যেতে হবে. So in order to be punctual, he is advised to follow the school boys or the school routines or the school men. If anybody can distinguish or can make him appropriate or disciplined life, okay, so he is advised to do so. If he be not apt to beat over matters, that means he is not able to talk exactly to the point. He is not able to do what exactly should be done by him. যদি কারো এরকম অসুখ থাকে, মানে তার যদি ল্যাকিং থাকে, তাহলে কি করতে হবে তাকে? Call up one thing to prove that illustrate another and let him study 197 lawyer cases. Lawyer cases মানে কি? প্রত্যেকটা কেসের একটা করে ভার্ডিক্ট হয়. Every case you will give a verdict. Verdict মানে হচ্ছে একটা রায়. তো বলছে যদি কেউ কি বলতে হবে, কি করতে হবে, এটা যদি কেউ বুঝতে না পারে, তাকে কি করেন? এরকম 197টা কেসের হিস্ট্রিটা তাকে কি করতে হবে? করতে পারে. That means this ability can also be achieved by study. Okay, and the last line. So write it down. So every defect of the mind have a special receipt. Receipt. ব্যাংকে টাকা জমা দিলে একটা রিসিপ্ট দেয় না? Remedy. So every defect of the mind may have a special receipt. And so we started with the very quotation, that is, what is the benefit of study? Study serves for delight, ornaments and ability. And we have learned that every human being are not same. Some human being will have some problem. Some human being will have different kind of problem. So in order to be punctual, you have to have some things to be done. In order to be subtle in your thinking, you have to study mathematics. In order to get the knowledge of practical life, you have to study other things. Okay. So reading will be helpful for the activities we do in our practical life. So ability is in human mind. If anyone say that yes, I can do that, you can do that. But he said that, oh, amake diye eta hobe. Okay. If anybody says so, then he can't do anything. So finally he said that actually the mental ability of a human being can be sharpened by studying the only thing, that is by reading and reading. And if anybody is in lack of ability, he can practice reading and he will be a perfect man. Okay, so write this line, first line also. Studies serve for delights.